Hi everyone, brand new video. Oh, I'm just that camera. That's probably a bit. If I just sit up as well. Welcome back. My name is Danny, of course, and you've clicked on this video. You must know the title. We're talking about the newest Pokemon set that's going to be leaking through, I believe, after Paldea Evolve, which is the next set coming out. Probably quite soonish now. But after that, we have, I believe, straight away afterwards, the Pokemon 151 set, which is going to feature specifically the first 151 Pokemon from the series. So, one being Bulbasaur, 151 being Mew, of course. And we pretty much have a look now at the whole set. So we're just looking on Pokebeach.com. So do check out there for all their news. Here are, oh, yeah, we got, I didn't even see, oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, this is what I thought it was going to be. So yeah, here is some of the new stuff. So previously, a few days ago, I've been meaning to do this set for a little while, this video for a little while now, but this came out and I was like, oh, this is worth doing a video about, where they teased all of these. I'm going to go through those in a minute, but first, let's do a deep dive into the ones that we have absolutely confirmed here, the ones that we can see properly. Of course, Bulbasaur here, 70 HP, 2 energy retreat cost, meh. Leech Seed. So I think that's kind of a bit of a nod to the original Bulbasaur, and I believe the artwork is designed to have a nod to that. It might just be for the Bulbasaur and, sorry, excuse me, the Charmander and the Charmeleon, but could be the same here. Trying to cast my mind back anyway, doesn't matter. Venusaur, Leech Seed, yep, okay. So probably I don't even see either of those being any good in GLC, unfortunately, but cool to see this evolution line back. Venusaur EX, let's see if this pulls it back up. Once during your turn, this Pokemon's the axe, but you may heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon. That's kind of good. 340 HP on a 2 prize card Pokemon. This is pretty big. I think this is the biggest that we've seen in the series so far. So he's sort of the biggest of big boys here. Venusaur EX. 3 energy, 150. It can't even two-shot itself, Jesus. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned and confused. Maybe it can. I mean, if you flip a Tails on the confusion, then yeah, you will two-shot a Venusaur with a Venusaur. Interesting attack. Forcing confusion is super annoying. If you don't switch out, you're sort of running every attack then off of a coin flip, which does suck. So that's interesting. Can't see it making a huge impact, but could always be wrong. Let's move on to the fire starters here. Charmander. Of course, this one is definitely referenced to its original, the base set for Charmander. 1 energy. Oh wow, discard a stadium in play. That's oddly specific. See, like Bulbasaur just gets a sort of pretty meaningless, pretty eventless, should we say, eventless attack. And Charmander here with the bin off a stadium, so that's interesting. Steady fire, bring 30 damage, double fire for that. Seems a bit steep. Fair enough. Charmeleon, yeah, 20 damage. That's kind of random as well. 1 energy, 20. Fire Blast, 90, discard an energy from this Pokemon. And here, of course, is the big boy, Charizard EX, 330 HP, so not quite matching the Venusaur. Resonant Wing, 60 damage, plus, if this Pokemon's any damage counters on it, this attack does 100 more, so you got 160 damage for 1 energy. Easily done using Magma Basin as well, of course. Meh. Not terrible, not amazing. Detonating Vortex, 330, discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. That's a pretty big, pretty powerful attack. I think if there was a way to consistently pull that off back to back, then you're probably going to do pretty well in the game, I should say. Don't know if it's any much more playable than the Venusaur, but that attack's definitely interesting, in my opinion. It's always hard to tell with sets that are so far away because we just don't know how the format as it is now could evolve. The format as it is now plus Paldea Evolved is going to obviously make a huge change, and it's essentially like it could be like as big of an impact as a whole new format. We just don't really know. It's probably safe to assume that Paldea Evolved is not going to do a massive amount to change the format, because we probably would have been seeing that in Japan. I think they've already got that set. The biggest difference seems to be these special energies that it has, sort of the scramble energy sort of situation. But what I'm getting at is just saying that we're going to be so far we're so far away from this that we can't always know exactly if any of this is going to be much good in the future. Let's go on to Squirtle now. Flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. That is definitely a nod to the base set Squirtle. I'm going to search for it. Base set Squirrel. Let's have a look. Trollandtoad.com. Bubble, flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage done to Squirrel. Yeah, it used to cost 2 energy, so that's interesting. He's on. I always wonder what that thing is that he's stood on. Is that a? I mean, I almost said that was a blackberry, but of course, Squirtle's much bigger than that. According to this, he's 1'8". 1'8". Fair. Only 2 foot long. Is the artwork anything to do with it? It could be. It could be that he's just jumped off that from the original. Water Turtle. This looks very similar to what Water Turtle has always had, a slightly darker window from what I can recall. Free dive. Put up to 3 basic water energy into your hand. Could be useful, not too impactful. Blastoise EX. I don't hate. Yeah, actually, do you know, the more I look at it and get the detail in, the more I actually like this artwork. I wonder how much of the shiny is going to take away from some of the subtle texture here on Blastoise's chest. Quite cool looking card, actually. I wonder, is this Energy Ball? Oh, that is his. I thought he was doing like some kind of Dragon Ball Z, just creating a Hadouken in his hand. That is his cannon, isn't it? Okay, so he's going in his attack is twin cannon, so we can assume that the window here is showing accurately what Blastoise's twin cannons actually looks like when it's coming at you. So that is quite interesting. Ability Solid Shell is pretty good. This Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. That can be accumulatively quite powerful, you see, because some people will look at a minus damage modifier like Solid Shell and think, oh, so it's got 360 HP. Yes and no. It has 360 HP for one turn, but then if you attack it again, it's like it had 390 HP, because every time you hit, you're always taking that minus 30 off. If Blastoise had an ability that said this Pokemon has plus 30 HP, then one, I'd be wondering what the design people were doing, because that's kind of funky, and two, it would just stay at 360 HP. Whereas with Blastoise, every time you hit it, it's like it's taking an extra 30 damage to do any damage. So yeah, something worth thinking about when you're playing. But Twin Cannons, 140 times, discard up to 2 basic water energy from your hand. This attack does 140 for each. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's just kind of hit me that it says from hand as well. Like, it's much easier to get energy into the hand than it is to get into play quickly. So that's definitely a win on. Was it called Pit? I have to just click back to find it. Shenpao. I believe Shenpao discards from play. So I think that's probably better in my opinion. Let's move on to some of the trainers. Snatch Arm, looking not too dissimilar from Junk Arm. That is a rocket thing as well. Wonder if we'll get another rocket set soon. That'd be quite cool. Look at your opponent's hand, choose a Pokemon you find there, and put it at the bottom of your opponent's deck. Yeah, that's a super annoying card. I don't know how much that will get played outside of a control style deck, but it's definitely an interesting one. I'm glad to see the designs are getting a bit more interesting in the game. Pokemon tool here, leftovers. If this Pokemon's card is attached to is in the active. Let me just start that again. I'm just making it up. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon at the end of your turn, heal 20 damage from that Pokemon. That's pretty cool. Again, that's sort of like it's a little bit different, but similar sort of logic to the Blastoise. In that the longer it's there doing that, the more accumulatively it's helping you. Obviously, it just says heal 20 damage. Duh. Yeah, I don't hate this. A little bit gimmicky. I'm not sure if it's going to be too effective within the format. The fact that it has to be active is kind of kills a little bit as well, but I don't know if it would have been too powerful throwing it to the bench. Like allowing leftovers to work on the bench, I should say. Anyway, interesting one. Erica's Invitation, last one here. Your opponent reveals their hand, choose a basic Pokemon you find that, and put it onto their bench. Then switch it with the Pokemon in the active spot. That would be so cool if you could shuffle your opponent's deck first and just kind of like force them in a position where they can't stop you. Don't think anything like that exists, unfortunately. We will wait with bated breath about that to see if something could something will be released in order to do that strategy. If not, either way, once again, I think it sits in the obscure pile with leftovers. So that's it from this one here. Let's move on to because we've got the big poster. This is where we get to find out just how many of the Pokemon I can remember from the original, and it should be, of course, all of them. Yeah, we looked at the 3 starters. So we've got a standard Butterfree here, standard Beedrill, looks like it's got 2 attacks. Just at a glance, I'm going to assume that Pidgeot was shafted. I haven't really seen a great Pidgeot since Quick Search. Raticate here, possibly shafted, doesn't look particularly interesting. Spearow has an ability. Fearo's got 2 attacks, they're both 1 energy each, and it looks like the second attack here is only 2 digits. So again, Fearow most likely has been shafted. Here's the first interesting one in my opinion. We've got an Arbok EX. Now what's going to do... Does it work on Limitless? Cards. If I search for Arbok, do I get every card back to base set? No, I just get this. This is not every card back to base set. Well, get that up, yeah. What I was going to say, really, was that Arbok, I don't believe, has had a good card probably ever, really. Like a really good card. One I do think about being quite good was Delta Arbok, which is, I believe, it's from Holland Phantoms. Yeah, it was just. Oh no, that's it. Delta species. Okay, cool. Yeah, show me the images, mate. Both. Okay. Yeah, so Arbok from it's from Dragon Frontiers. Okay. Defending Pokemon are poisoned. If this defending Pokemon is a Delta Pokemon, it does 80 damage. At the time, I believe, I thought that was pretty good. I won a city championships with it. So, just my opinion, I thought that was pretty good. But other than that, there's not really been a good Arbok ever, to my knowledge. Should be interesting to see if the EX is good or not. Not going to hold my breath, though. We've had some bad EXs already. Toxicroak being the biggest offender of that. Anyway, moving on. Pikachu Raichu. Raichu does have an ability, has 1 attack. It looks like it's probably 3 energies there. Sandshrew and Sandslash, often overlooked. Now here's an interesting one. So we're seeing both Queen and King, Nidoqueen, Nidoking here as Darkness Pokemon, probably for the first time, I think. Clefairy and Clefable. It looks like we've also got Vulpix EX, and this one, just at a glance, looks like it's terrestrialized. So that could be good. That could be interesting. We got the Wigglytuff here. Hopefully it does do the wave. It looks like it has an ability. So never know, that might be quite good. We've got Zubat and Golbat. No Crobat, as that was a Gen 2 Pokemon. Moving through to Victory. That's not Victory, that's Vileplume. Vileplume has an ability and looks like it has a grass colorless attack. Not sure if there's any text under it though. Might be a bit of a nothing burger, that one. Parasect, probably a nothing burger. When was the last good Parasect? What are we saying on here? 8 results for Parasect. Was that pretty good? When you place Pokemon in your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may make both active. Oh, okay, so that goes with the gimmicky Electrode V deck. Parasect here, that's quite a good one. But yeah, I believe the Parasect from Fire Red Leaf Green. Fire Red Leaf Green. Parasect TCG. Let's have a go. There he is. Great artwork. Search depth for 2 basic energy cards and attach them to any of your Pokemon, excluding EX, in any way you like. Boom. Yeah, that was alright. Sorry, going off on another tangent there. Where were we? Here we are. That's your Parasect. Venomoth. Looks normal. Dugtrio, normal. Persian, meh. Golder, yeah, nothing particularly interesting. We've got Primate here, which now has another evolution. Arcanine has looks like it's got a 4 energy attack, double fire, double colorless, which is a call to its original base set version. Poliwrath, hopefully it's good. It never is. Here's another one. We've seen it before. I should probably get it up actually. Alakazam EX. Oh, Alakazam. Alakazam EX. Here we go. Okay. Yep, so here's Alakazam EX. I don't see a translation there, guys. What are you doing? That is not it either. Oh, mate, this isn't going well, is it? Alakazam EX 151. Pokecard.io. I do not need help. I just want to see the. Oh my god, I am absolutely just fail caking this. Unreal. There it is. Jesus, that was hard. Right, 2 energy, 30 damage to each of your opponent's bench, but that's really good anyway. This is a cool one. Double Psychic, 120 damage, and this Pokemon uses this attack even when it's on the bench. That might be really cool. You could get the Cleft Key active. You could get Snorlax Block active. Loads of cool options there. And excitedly, it is also the first time that we've seen Kadabra in a really long time, so that's cool. Machamp here, got with an ability. Victory Bell, yep, Tentacruel. Oh, I didn't notice that before. Golem EX there. So we're going to get a Golem EX. We've had them before. I believe there was a Galarian one as well, a Lightning one. I'm not going to search it out. I'm not going to keep wasting time. We've got Slowbro, yeah, the Rapidash. Magnum Ton. Dodrio. Got the Farfetch sat there. That's a Dugong, isn't it? It's March. Cloyster, yeah, Ghastly Haunter. Gengar. Gengar looking like it's got some cool artwork. That really trippy style, like the guy that done the Grumpig. I can just get it up, can't I? I know it's here. Grumpig. That one. This guy. Tomokazu Kamaya. Yeah, like look at that. All of his stuff. I'm sorry, I assume it's a man, I don't know. All of their stuff. It's just sick. Like proper sick style. That's really. I didn't know he did the Hitmonchan. Anyway, Gengar. Yep. What is that? Individual rocky fighting Pokemon on its own. I can't tell from here. Because after Gengar, what fighting Pokemon is that on its own? Let's have a look at all the Pokemon. Hopefully in order. That's ordered. Gengar. Oh, it's Onyx. Oh, it's Onyx. Damn. Damn. Oh, now I can see his head now. I see. I thought that was a head or something down there, but now I can see it. Hypno, yeah, Kingler looks like it's a very hefty energy. Now we can't really see the Electro, but it looks like it's a regular Executor there. What Tarnation is that? I can't tell what that is either. Wow, I suck. We've got here Electrode. Oh, of course it's Cubone and Marowak. Of course it is. Cubone and Marowak, cool. Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. Yep, Lick Tongue. Got Wheezing here. Also dark because it's poison, of course. Rhydon, Chansey. Now I can't quite see what's over there. But then after that looks to me like a Kangaskhan EX. It looks like we've got. Oh, okay, so that's Tangela behind them. So that is Tangela, and then it's. I was right. Yeah, Kangaskhan. Okay, cool. So we've got Kangaskhan EX. I think that looks. I'm like 90% sure that looks like a Kangaskhan EX. There, that's cool. We've got the Seadra. I'm not doing too well here, am I? Oh, that's of course Goldeen and Seeking. Yep, Starmie, Mr. Mime, Grass, Pokemon. Oh, Scyther, surely. It's got to be Scyther, right? Let's see, Mr. Mime. Yeah, Scyther. We're into the sort of singles now. Oh, Jinx EX. Didn't notice that before either. We've got Jinx EX confirmed. Let's Buzz. Magmar. Something after Magmar. Before the Tauros. Oh, Pinsir. Okay. So we haven't seen anything here for Pinsir's completely covered. Could this be a Pinsir EX? Possible. Possible indeed. Magikarp, Gyarados, Lapras there. What is after Lapras? Here we go again. Oh, Ditto. Okay. You'd struggle to call that Ditto, wouldn't you? Eevee, Evolutions don't look EX to me. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. No, I think I'm right. Porygon, yep, Tentacle, Tentacruel, and then we sort of run out here. What is that? Oh, it's all the ancient Pokemon. Kabuto, Kabutops, Omanite, Omastar down there. Cool. So that's all of that we've gone through. Some of these mainly I got from Toynlay as well, so I just wanted to mention them. Here's the Mew EX from the set. Probably seen this already. Once you do a turn, you may draw cards until you have 3 cards in your hand. 3 energy attack. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon sets and use it as this attack. So we've seen these before. I don't think they've ever been overly powerful. Best sort of Mew EX really was the one that just copied any attack, I believe, in play. That was its power, Pokemon power. This is similar, but not quite as good. That, I believe, I'm just going through stuff now. Yeah, that, I believe, is all of it. So that's going to be it for this video, talking about the Pokemon 151 set. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment below. If you didn't, very sorry to hear that. Yeah, and I'll be trying to post more regularly as we move forward as well. All done really for me for competitive play for this season. Potentially one more local if it happens, but if it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to be getting ready to dive back into the new season in September and hopefully hit the ground running as well. So if you're coming to UK tournaments, hope to see you there. If not, fair enough, and I will see you again soon. Cheers.